Time now for the Beer Channel 11 a.m. news reporting on this Wednesday afternoon, October 28th, 2015. Good morning and afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your 11 a.m. news lines here. Top straight 11 a.m. on this Wednesday morning. Here, going into Wednesday afternoon. Here is in Chicago, where J. Dennis Hester, the former Speaker of the House, pleaded guilty on Wednesday to try to evade federal banking laws, telling the district judge that he had known what he was doing was wrong. Math scores slipped for 4th and 8th graders over the last 2 years, and reading grades were not much better for 4th graders and lower for 8th graders, according to the 2015 Nations Report Card. Republican leaders are pushing a House floor vote for the budget package on Wednesday, despite a last-minute attempt from conservatives to kill the bill. The third debate among the Republican presidential candidates, well, at least most of them, begins Wednesday night at 8. As Chris Young was trending his way for the New York Mets lineup in the 12th, 13th, and 14th innings of World Series Game 1 Tuesday night, the human side of him was dealing with a sense of emptiness and only a child. When Chef Leon Lott saw video of his deputy slamming his student to the ground and tossing her a selfie, he said it made him want to vomit. London, Iran has accepted an invitation to join talks with the United States and Russia this week on a possible political resolution to the Syrian civil war, state news media reported on Wednesday. Stockholm, the latest in an odyssey of hundreds of thousands of people trekking across Europe in search of new life as Dane spits on refugees and may face racism charges. Beijing, China summoned the American ambassador to protest the U.S. Navy sailing on a warship close to one of China's artificial islands in the South China Sea in an act that challenged Chinese sovereignty claims. Abuja, Nigeria. Nigerian troops have rescued 338 captives, almost all children and women, from Boko Haram camps in the northeast front, the military said Wednesday. Oakland, California offers a 18-year-old Oakland man is wanted in connection with 3 separate killings in 3 Northern California cities. Right. Republican presidential candidate Dr. Ben Carson erases Donald Trump's lead. Louisville, Kentucky, a rural Kentucky school district has canceled classes for a 3rd straight day out of fear that a fugitive accused of shooting at law enforcement in Tuesday may be lurking. Holly Fiorina had told a powerful and personal story about why she's against abortion. Her husband's mother activated the procedure while she was carrying him, but only decided against it. Carl Kanda, billionaire investor known for picking fights with corporate boards, disclosed a stake in American International Group Incorporated, said it should split into 3 companies, one offering property casualty coverage, another sound life. Frankfurt, Germany, Volkswagen lost 1.67 billion euros, which means $1.83 billion in American money in the 3rd quarter, as it had set aside 6.7 billion euros to pay for the recall and fixing cars that were rigged to evade U.S. emissions. Starhope, with hotels and resorts worldwide, incorporated climbed as much as 11% in New York trading after CNBC's David Faber reported Hyatt Hotels Corporation in buyout talks. Most fast food workers do not earn enough to retire with much pension that there is. David Novak, executive chairman of Yum Brands, the conglomerate of brands Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC outlets. And now they're going to go to stock market report here at 11:03 here. The Dow up 107.03 points to close at 1768.46 so far. SP 500 up 14.39 points to close at 2008.28. And NASDAQ up 29.03 points to close at 5,059.17. NASA's Cassini spacecraft fitted for a high-speed dash fight the wispy plumes of Saturn's moon Enceladus on Wednesday amid the sample patches ejected from a vast global ocean hidden beneath a crust of ruffled ice in a bid to determine weather. A object can eliminate a movement on anything technically using acoustic holograms created by experts from Britain's Bristol and Sussex University, led by Spaniard Asier Mazo, in an article in the Journal Nature Communications said. A group of young stars has been caught loitering near the center of the Milky Way galaxy, a region previously thought to be dominated by a more mature population. The heart age is different for women and men, and this suggests a possible need for this gender-specific treatments, according to a study published on October 20th in the journal Radiology. California examined new World Health Organization findings to determine whether to add red meat in foods like hot dogs, sausages, and bacon into a cancer alert list, and in the stage for a potential battle with a meat industry over warning. 5 of the 6 top causes of death in America, including stroke, cancer, and diabetes, now have lower death rates than they have in the past years, according to a new report. Next time Julian Snow 5 catches a cold, even the infection will likely leave it to her sitting down and respirate with a very little quantity of life. Peter Challenge News time, 11:05. Time for a sports report here tonight. The Boston Celtics will be squared off against a Philadelphia 76 in the first game of the regular season here, while the North Atlantic volleyball team will be taking on the Middlesbrough Hawks here. An emotional Jerry Kiel announced Wednesday he retired as football coach in the Minnesota Golden Gophers effective immediately because of medical concerns. Last time Rory McIlroy competed in Turkey, he gave up a bit of during his first match in the Turkish Airlines World Golf Final, also remaining tour as well as finished last in an 8-man exhibition event. The New York Giants are sitting on top of the NFC East with a real chance to put some more ground between them and the Eagles and Cowboys. Pierre Challenge News time, 11:05. Time now for a Trevor report here on this Wednesday morning and going into Wednesday afternoon. And we're seeing Route 6 on the westbound side out in the Cape Fear. It is slow from Yarmouth all the way at the Barnstable here due to some slowness here. Out on Twain on the southbound side in Boston and Store Drive, we get an accident here before Longfellow Bridge. So expect some delays here along with some road work around Route 3 and Route 28 in Boston here on the Store Drive and Longfellow Bridge in Boston here. 120 on the southbound side. It is slow through 1A and Beverly here. Mass parking on the westbound side. A little slow before I-84 in Sturbridge here. 95 on the northbound side. A little slow around Route 101 in Hampton Shoals here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning going into Wednesday afternoon highways and byways in New England here. And on the MBTA alerts here. Ferries are looking good here. Subway system is looking good. And on the Kabir Rail, Frank Line, train 707 925 a.m. from substation late day due to train congestion ahead here. Boarded low line trains at Wilmington on outbound track due to track work, and boarded low line trains at North Berwick on outbound track due to speed restriction here. Newbury for Brockport line train 110 10:05 a.m. for Brockport delay today 15-25 minutes due to earlier signal problem here. And Peter Channel News time 11:07 here. Time now for weather report here on this Wednesday morning and going into Wednesday afternoon here. And we are under a wind advisory effect from 7 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. Thursday for eastern Massachusetts, including Cape Cod and Islands, as well as Rhode Island. That's south 20-30 mile per hour wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour. The strongest winds will affect the south coast areas late today and this evening. Then pushing the east coast of Massachusetts and Cape Cod by midnight as a brief period of strong and damaging wind gusts also possible. Towards daybreak, give a line of heavy showers and thunderstorms develop. Impacts the strong winds will be capable of dance some small tree limbs and branches, possibly causing isolated power outage, and driving may become a bit difficult, especially in high-profile vehicles here. As wind advisory is issued, sustained winds are forecast to be 31 to 39 miles per hour. Gusts will range between 36 and 57 miles an hour. Winds this strong are capable of downing small tree limbs and branches, possibly causing isolated power outages, and driving can be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Day one today tonight. Wind advisory also. Heavy rain and isolated thunderstorms may result in urban and poor drainage flooding tonight and early Thursday morning here. And day 2% Friday to Tuesday. Wind advisory here. As we take a look at the latest radar situation here on this Wednesday morning here, and it's showing some light little rain showers around Torrington, Winsett, Connecticut, stretching to Enfield, Connecticut, and stretching down to west central Massachusetts, up 91 north of Springfield and up to Greenfield, and down Route 2 for Athol, and stretch out by the south central New Hampshire from Keene up to Concord and up into southern Maine. And some rain showers in southern Vermont and up in upstate New York from Albany up in Queensbury here. And you're seeing some little patches of snow and sleet are in south central portions of Vermont and up in the central portions of Vermont here. And also, a lot of rain showers around New York City and vicinity down through Hempstead and Long Beach, and then stretch up in the north central and central portions of New Jersey down through east central portions of Pennsylvania here. Some rain showers in northeast of New Haven, Connecticut here. Alright, 7-day forecast will go like this here. For today, for the rest of the afternoon here, we'll go like this here. Rain not coming after 5 p.m. Cloud skies have about 60 degrees. Southwest with about 8 to 11 miles. Gust high is 25 miles an hour. Anticipation is 6%. New principal amounts between a 10 inch possible. Tonight, rain and thunderstorms also possible at 3 a.m. Some storms produce gusty winds at every rain. Temperature rises around 665 5 a.m. Breezy with a southwest with about 14 to 22 miles. Gust high is 36 miles. Anticipation 1%. New rain from amounts between 1 and 2 inches possible. Thursday, rain like a possibility of thunderstorm before 11 a.m., then a slight chance of showers after 5 p.m. Some storms produce gusty winds at every rain. Cloud skies gradually become a mostly sunny skies about 72 degrees. Southwest at about 11 and 16 miles of gust high is 30 miles an hour. Anticipation 6%. New principal amounts between a 10 inch and 10 miles possible thunderstorms here. There's that forecast got about 41 degrees. West of about 5 to 14 miles against high is 34 miles an hour. Friday, most skies got about 57 degrees. West of about 5 to 11 miles against high is 25 miles an hour. For that, most skies got about 30 degrees. Saturday, Sunday, most skies got about 52 to about 36 degrees. Sunday, parts of the forecast got about 59 to about 40 degrees. Monday, most of the forecast got about 61 to about 41 degrees. And for Tuesday, most skies got about 63 degrees. Currently at Norton, 54 degrees, and most skies got humidity of 69%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this October 28th, 2015 on Wednesday. Peter was here. Have a good afternoon and goodbye day to all. See you at 3 o'clock for a 3 o'clock report. Have a good day.